So, to recap what we've been doing, in order for me to be able to attain the highest heights of wisdom and verify it, when I say I already been tested and approved, well, there's still other tests, and this being the final one because it was a period of time that these tests were supposed to take place during. So, I'm going to start off with my book of life. And over here, let me flip my camera so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Camera flippery. Alright. Now this, worthy is the one who sees me before I show myself. Now remember we talked before about the red star and the blue star. This is the uniting of the red lodge and the blue lodge. Now this is where we started. The power within is uncaptured. A bird in the hand beats two in the bush, right? But here we got two bushes with no bird and they trying to catch it. So, do the math on that. So this is an aspiration at this point in my book of life, right? Now, as we go through here, this is in my Old Testament book of life. This is the small one. And as y'all notice, now there's no ether. And toward the end of this video, if I don't run out of juice, I'm going to show y'all why you don't see any ether. We're no longer in the ethers. We passed the ethers now. So this is a Vesica Pisces. Notice the symbol in this shape. Vesica Pisces. But these are the signs of the Zodiac. 6 on each side. Right? Now notice in the middle is a woman. Now when you study astrology, they call this woman the grand man. The grand man. But this is Mother Nature. The grand man is called Old Man Winter. Old Man Winter. And this is what he looks like. And there's something about Old Man Winter is he's sworn to protect the queen of heaven and earth here. Right? But the old man is winter, so what does he do? He goes in his cocoon and he hibernates. Right? Now you notice the form, because that represents the symbol for the sign of Scorpio, where his tail comes over his head. But they got it upside down because I'm supposed to read this map upside down. And then you'll see a Scorpio here. So Scorpio tells me that this Scorpio has to get to this queen. He had to get to the queen. Watch this. Now, so yesterday we went over the other day we went over the stone that the builder rejected and we rolled the chief cornerstone. Now we're going to polish this chief cornerstone up. So now here is the card that these are the 3 knocks I got from the Temple of Bast, from the Temple of Hathor, and from the Great Thunderbird, represented by the American Eagle. Right? And the man or the patriot. All right? Now, remember, we working in the Red Lodge in the final stages of resurrection. So all of these have to be related to either a motorcycle gang or somebody who's represented by the reptile or the wings. So here's your Hell's Angels and your bikers. All bikers to the upper heavens fall under Hell's Angels as the largest. So the Hell's Angels become their default. And the Hell's Angels symbol is the Harley wings. Y'all got to remember that, right? So to say that in the prophecy it said it was one like unto a panther. Here they're showing a lion, so we know it's a cat, right? So I had 3 knocks from the cat, from the Black Panther, right? It was like unto a panther, like unto a leopard, but it wasn't a leopard. Remember, we went over that already. That was a panther. So this was the outlaw camp. So this was my Tupac was sending me this message, right? Now, over here, this was from the house of Hathor. Hathor in India is represented by the great cow, and also she represents symbolically the same as Ganesh, the elephant goddess, right? And then we have here the patriot. The patriot is the symbol of man, right? Mortal man who aspires to be free from tyranny and oppression, right? So now, these got to be hooked to a series of symbols related back to the Vesica Pisces. Now notice the Vesica Pisces. Now I'm going to pause for a second here, and I'm going to show you what it looked like when I'm getting the call for the final uplift. It looked like this. All right. If you look here, all right. So under the realm of the willpower, right? My first one was the evil beings. I had to defeat the evil beings using pure willpower, right? These were the fake humans. So I did that. Right? And what was the next one? The seraphim, who means, who man. This is the monkey man with the monkey mind. This is when I had to do that stone out. Now see here, Vesica Pisces, Vesica Pisces. I'm not taking this journey alone. I'm taking somebody with me. So that's why you see Vesica Pisces. Now, this one's already been passed. So I raised the past this one. And now I'm trying to do this. Now, this is what it looked like when you have the 3 knocks with all 3 days. And you see it says angelic being. Now, think Barry Shango's book, The Black Woman, the original guardian angel. That's how I know. So this is a feminine order out of the red line, right? So now remember I told you the cat was the panther. So it had to be a woman from the panther line. Thank you, Dora. Now, the outlaw, she laid it down. She gave me my 3 knocks. So now I got the cat out the way. So then I had to go and get the 3 knocks from Hathor. Thank you, Portia. Y'all took care of that. Then I had to get the one from the bird. Now this was out cold. How this one came is because Portia is related to this one too. The biker, the RH negative, and we all know birds are reptile. So that got all 3. All of this is done. Now all I got to do is find a representation of the patriot that's represented by the snake or the Vesica Pisces. In this case, y'all probably heard this saying, and it got a rattlesnake on it that says, "Don't tread on me." Now that tied me to all known militias in this land. When I make this connection, It tied me to all known militias in this land. So here, now, I got to account for the red that the old man is wearing because his color is blue. His color is blue, but he's wearing the red. Now this red takes me back to the person on the journey with me. Remember, it was a red star and a blue star. Now, if I'm going to raise her, she have to tie me back to the red lodge as well. Here's how it works. Right? Now, I'm going to have to go on this other phone right here. I hope the picture came through. In the red lodge, we all know Suge Knight. Marion Suge Knight is known as Sugar Bear. Y'all got to keep that in mind. Now remember the red, and he's known as Sugar Bear. Now when we tied the clans together in the blood right, remember I told you she got 2 bears and I got a gorilla. That was the tie-in of the bears to the bear clan to the gorilla clan. So if I go in here, no, it didn't come through. It didn't come through. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to post it in my comments. So I'm going to post this picture in my comments so y'all can see that there's a Bible verse. And this is how, now I want y'all to see the picture, right? Because I got to show y'all how I tie back to a bear. Because she put the two bear cubs on her. So she put 2 bear cubs on her. And then in the red lodge, I got to tie back to the red lodge through the bears. This is Suge Knight. This is Sugar Bear. Right? Now I'm going to show you where we at. I'm done with that one. As I go in here, I got to go through my comments. Then I got to go here. Now this was a clue also from Tupac. So these I'm going to put in the comments so y'all can see. I don't know if it came through. Did it come through? No, it didn't come through. Alright, now I gotta figure out another way to do it. Okay. So anyway, I got the bears through the red lodge. And she got the 2 bears. And maybe I can look the verse up. Maybe that'll work. Now, let's get back to the Vesica Pisces. Now remember, look at the feet. She's standing on 2 fish. Right? She's standing on 2 fish. Now we raising both a red left hand and a blue right hand. Because remember, earlier I showed y'all, I didn't show y'all yet in this. Okay. So before I had showed y'all another one, the Scorpio and the Leo rising. And we went through all of these Zodiac signs and schools of thought and everything all the way up to now we're trying to get up here. Capricorn is on her head, the gift giver. So now, this whole symbol that you're looking at as Vesica Pisces is also the same. And I posted this yesterday. Shit. Wrong phone. I am not where I need to be with this. Because all the stuff I need to show y'all is on this phone. Alright, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay, we talk. Virgo and Scorpio was the same sign, but it became separated, as in Genesis when they put enmity between his seed and her seed. Can you hear me, Gloria? Okay, I'm. Hopefully y'all can hear. I've been running into that a lot lately, where y'all can't hear what I'm saying. But all right, so here, Old Man Winter. Now, if you notice, Old Man Winter is a white triangle and a black triangle, right? As above, so below. Now, remember this symbol because I'm going to come back to it again. I'm going to come back to it again. Thank you, Betty. Over here is the description that I ran across in my journeys that told me the character traits that matched who I was, which told me to look more closely at one that I overlooked, which was this one. Now, see, never underestimate an old man who was born in November. Now we talking about Old Man Winter. Now look at him now. He's waking up. He's waking up. He's not sitting in his chair no more. Yep, we got his axe. This is a different part now. This is in my book of life. Now we getting somewhere. Old Man Winter. He don't play. Now, from here, we go into other stuff in my book of life. But the next big significant thing to the Vesica Pisces be this. Now remember what we just seen as Old Man Winter. Now you see this woman and you see this man. Now look at the lines, because this is telling me something. I got to figure this shit out. Now look, it's telling me earth, it's telling me air, right? But here it's telling me water, it's telling me fire. So this is like reading a map, but look what it made. Look what it made. It made the six-pointed star. Now remember I told y'all a few minutes ago, the symbol, right? Now, this is how I knew. This came to me, and this is how I knew I had to deal with the Red Lodge, and I had to make all of these last lines connect. This symbol right here came to me. As above, so below. Now look, the same lines. It's the same lines. But they're in inverse, right? So you have, look, fire and water. Look. So this is telling you the positioning. Now, if you look here, you'll see that the red is in the middle, and all of this is blue. The red lodge now has to be raised. The blue lodge has been completed. Now the red lodge has to be raised. Now you see the pitchforks. Now remember before, the stone the builders rejected was a off of the 5 into the 6 under the pitchfork. See? Off of the 5 under the pitchfork into the 6. You go your 6. Because when these join together, remember, when they join together over here, they form your 6. Now, in order to make this all work, I needed 50 sisters. I got them. When I was confirmed by the House of Hathor, I needed 50 sisters signed up under the House of Hathor. And thank you, Portia. You the bomb. So we got that. So now we got the 50 that go in the center of the Vesica Pisces. Now watch this. Now this is telling me, where you go? This is telling me Okay, now I got to tie the 5 in. But here's the Vesica Pisces. See it? The Vesica Pisces. That diamond in the middle. What up, Jigga? See the diamond in the middle. Right? Diamond in the middle. So then right here, Baphomet. Hey, B. What's up, Beyonce? Because the diamond ain't going to mean shit if she ain't throwing up that Baphomet and wearing that Baphomet shirt at the Walmart store. So now, in the middle of this, we had a cross. Now, this is the crucifixion. This is the true crucifixion. She was the one crucified. Remember, her foot, nail. Right? Between the two, the thief and the liar. Right? Who the thief and the liar? Oh, no, thief and the murderer. That's what it was. The murderer and the thief. Right? So now the bears, the 2 bears was getting laughed at. No, the boy was getting laughed at for being bald-headed. Who was bald-headed? Suge and Pot. It was 2 bears came out and killed 46 people. No. 48 people. That's 4 12s. That's your 4 zodiac signs. That's your 1, 2, 3, 4 points. That's your 4 points. Right? So the 2 bears that she got tattooed on her, locked me in, that's when she was pierced in the side in order to make the sacrifice for the 5. To make the greater sacrifice under this Vesica Pisces. So now the diamond, which is your Spanish cobras. Now I got to tie y'all into the Spanish cobras. The Spanish cobras throw up the diamond, just like the rock. The Spanish cobras, which ties us back into the snakes. But we all know that that Suge is on the west coast. And the blood strept down the west coast to the southwest. That is the territory of the diamondback rattlesnake. The southwest is the territory, the natural domain of the diamondback rattlesnake. Now we getting on the don't tread on me. That's for them. That's for the militia men. Don't tread on me. Right? Now watch this. We're gonna go to another symbol. Now remember this, because that's how I had to find Master Fard Muhammad was me. All of these was clues. Right? So now we go to my next clue. What am I looking for? Now I gotta carry both of these, the blue star and the red star, from the historical Jesus and the mythical Christ. That means that I have to tie all this shit together historically and mythologically. It got to make sense historically and mythologically. And then the next major clue comes in here when we went over this yesterday. This was the Leo. This was the Red Lodge. This was the Scorpio or the Blue Lodge. This was the Lodge of the Water. And this is the Lodge of the Fire. And now when you look at the Vesica Pisces, it don't even look the same. Because she's up here, remember? The queen is here, and the man that was in hibernation was here. So that left this as Vesica Pisces. Look. Boom. Boom. Now look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cows in the calf. I'm just saying. Now, from here, the Vesica Pisces has the sun in the middle. Now remember, we're trying to resurrect the sun. But when you look at this in the form of the human body, this is what you call your heart chakra. When your heart, in your system of your chakras, this is your heart chakra, right? So now we're talking about in the middle of Vesica Pisces, we got to do something with this heart. Now the Vesica Pisces don't just mean Vesica Pisces, because here you have your clitoris that goes down here and forms your labia. So then that make your heart chakra be the portal. That's the portal of life. So this brings the red lodge back into play, as this sanction has to come from the highest heaven. So what do I have to do now? I have to show y'all the seat, the 13th seat, where the heart of the man and the portal of life both open, in order to allow us to move up here into the king and queen's chamber, right? So this is two people being raised and passed through secret orders. According to the 333 scenario I gave you, everybody had to give 3 knocks, which is the okay to go ahead and proceed to the next level. So now, when you go back and say, well, what are the angels trying to tell me? What are they trying to tell me? Now, we already know that the Red Lodge and the Blue Lodge so far told me that 666 was the Pope, and the Pope was the imposter, and he was sitting on the Queen's seat. Now we got to see what the highest heavens. Now, yesterday I put up a post about Ta'ert. This is your zodiac sign, right? And your Vesica Pisces is here, where she is. This is Ta'ert, right? This is the hippopotamus goddess I talked about that had the mammary glands of a woman. In India, she's represented as Ganesh and as the calf or the cow. In the hell? They bust out in some kind of war in the stars on here while I was in the middle of showing y'all this. Okay, check blood. Okay. All right, now, look. See Scorpio here. This is how you know that we still in the Vesica Pisces. You see the Scorpio here, the Libra here, the Virgo here, right? Because remember I told you, now this is upside down, by the way. It's upside down, and that's for a reason. I'm going to show you in a minute. The Scorpio has Libra between them and the Virgo. This is the final gate. You see that green line right there? This is the final gate. I had to come from this way, though, because I had to go through the Lion's Gate, and I had to be welcomed by the Virgo. And if you look, that's Hathor. And if you see that 5-point star right there, this is telling me at the Lion's Gate, once I get through the Lion's Gate here, I'm going to be greeted by a Virgo, right? And Hathor, who is her guide. So that's why she's standing behind him and making sure she don't make the mistakes, right? Now Hathor is the one holding the 5-point star. Now we got to get through the balancing of the scales at Libra. And I had to do that by identifying what the diamond was, the Vesica Pisces. That's the rock that Jay-Z throw up, right? Now, when you go from New York to L.A., you get your Suge Knight connection, right? Now, I got to make another connection because I got to come out of the Red Lodge off the left hand. The Red Lodge off the left hand tell me that Sean Puffy Combs, Real Bad Boys Move in Silence. The same thing. It has to reverse connect from New York on the left hand path. So if it reverse connect on New York on the left hand path, now this is what they showing me how to get through this gate, right? So don't look at it as entertainment. This is some real spiritual stuff. That's why they always say that music is the keys to the soul. They telling you secrets in the music. Right here is the final gate. This is the balancing of the scales. Right? This is the balancing of the scales. Like when I was going through the judicial review aspect. Because I had to go through a judicial review over here. Right? Under Gemini, who had to determine if I knew how to balance the masculine and the feminine. But they use that through the law, through education, right, and finance, intelligence and money, wealth. So when I went through that, and I was guided through that by an educator and the financier, obviously. And then over here, I come through the Cancerian, went through all of these gates. This is where we at now. Now, this is where we trying to get. Ta'ert. This is when she tell me her message, right? Her message is supposed to relate the same exact imposter. She can't tell me nothing different than the other two lodges, or else all this is for nothing. That means that she had to tell me who the imposter is. Now, what is she doing? She's taking a knife here, and she's cutting the leg off the bull. They say cutting the leg off the bull, right? Now look at the shape of this. Pay attention. Look at the shape of that. Now remember, she got to tell me the exact same thing that the earlier lodges told me. Now, the first one told me that the Pope was the imposter, Francis. The second one, they told me the Pope was the imposter. Now, if she's telling me to look at the Pope as the imposter because he's sitting in the Queen's seat, then there should be no more question about who her son is. Who is the widow's son? She is the one who birthed the son of herself without the aid of a man, in immaculate conception. It was clean, no semen. Now, as we go down here, this should free up a couple more of them too, because you see what happens when you get the thing right. The thing get right. So, let me see. So as I scroll down, let's see what we got here. Now you see the Taurus constellation. Now you see Orion belt. Now who is Orion hunting? Orion is hunting the bull. That's important. Orion is hunting the bull, because behind the bull was attacking seven sisters, the Pleiades, the seven sisters. So then the Orion, the one that rose, right? Hiram, Osiris, had to slay the bull of heaven in order to save the seven sisters, right? The seven sisters. And we are going to that in another time because it's expedient that I just keep going this direction. Okay, now, as we go down, what do we have here? Now, this is the Pleiades. This is the leg of the bull. The seven sisters that, the seven sisters of the Pleiades that the bull was trying to keep Osiris from. He was trying to block the path, the Pleiades. Now look at the shape. Pay attention. Now they said that the beast sat on 7 hills. Look, 2, 4, 6, 7 stars. But they said the beast sat on 7 hills. The only way that this would match, that the beast sat on the 7 hills, right? And that there's an imposter on the Queen's seat. The only way this would match is if, because everything on the ground got to match the stars. That's called stellar alignment to the Earth event. So this had to some kind of way either match the hill layout, just like when I found out that the Orianos, or the raised Hiram, had to be raised in the Orianos. And I discovered that Orion here in Michigan is Orion, Lake Orion, and Orion Township. Right? So I continue to scroll down to determine what is going on here. Now look, they telling us here. Now up here is the 7 stars. Right? That's the 7 sisters. My mama and her 6 sisters. Now watch this. Down here you got these 2 dudes. Right? Now this is an incantation. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is because that's not good. Now look at here. 7 sisters are now tied to the earth. This is what this is showing you. They up here on this side, but when you get over here, they still have these different. They have 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 stars. Oh no, I didn't jump. 2, 4. They have 6 stars on this side. But then you have your 7 sisters here. So then these 6 stars is the number of a man. Remember? 6 was the number that represented man, the incomplete man. But the incomplete man in the 7 sisters, that make 13, which is the queen's seat. Now, y'all got that? The 6 stars and the 7 sisters, the man and the woman represented by the 7 sisters. This is your 13, your queen's seat. But here, look. This is the horns of the bull. Here. This is the horns of the bull. So this man would have to be Orion, because he had to get through the bull in order to get to the Pleiades. But let's see if it's any validity to this as we scroll down. Because I had to find all the answers wherever they at on Earth. Wherever that is on Earth. Now look at this. You see? Okay, we're going to go down. This is the North Star, the morning star. Symbol donates bright star. You see? Okay, but we're going to go down here because we want to see if we can get to what that symbol is. Okay, now here, look. This is Ta'ert. Now notice it say the boots. Now this ties me to Italy. This ties me to Italy. The Boots constellation ties me to Italy. Right? Now, why does this tie me to Italy? La Cosa Nostra, the Sicilians. The Boots constellation is a woman's boot. It's a woman's boot. That's Italy. That's Italian. Noble Drew Ali said the Italians is hard-headed because they got our blood. That ties me to the Italians when I finally get to the seat, to the mother's seat. Italy. Boots. Now we talking about something. But now notice this is not Pleiades, this is Arcturus. The Arcturians, who also aided in the struggle for the redemption process. Right? Now I want y'all to look at that imagery. Now let's go down some more because we ain't done. Now we in Italy now. Now you see here the slaying of the bull. This is your running of the bull ceremony. Now look. 2 suns, the leg of the bull, 7 stars of Pleiades. Orient belt of line. See? Orion slays the bull to deliver the 7 sisters of the Pleiades. You can't make this shit up. Alright, let's go down and see what it means. Now, we talking about, look, Orion, 7 sisters equals the DNA helix. What is that telling you? It take a man and a woman to make a baby. I'm not saying that's what the stars say. And we got to look to the boots. Because there's something here that interferes with all of this. This is a physics problem. This is incongruent. What does a boot have to do with genetics, women, and men? What's the anomaly? One of these things don't match. This sticks out. A boot doesn't match. That's wrong. So something is wrong with the boots. The boots are wrong. Let's keep going. See? Slaying of the bull. The man slaying the bull. Go down some more. Here. Now watch this. Now remember I told you she had the 2 bears. The bears called her Ursa. But she had cubs, Ursa Minor. Right? But Shug was Big Shug, Ursa Major. Now I had to make that connection. She had two baby bears tattooed on her, but Shug is the big bear. Big Shug, Sugar Bear. I'm all off in this red lodge shit. I hope y'all paying attention. So now this is Shug, Ursa Major. But what is this telling me? Check this out. This is the Fibonacci sequence. There's an order to this shit when it look out of order. That's what it's telling me. Current theory. Revised precession. It's showing me it's going according to the pattern of the Fibonacci sequence. Now, let's go down some more. Here. See? Now, when you're using the Fibonacci sequence, let's go back up here for a second. In using the Fibonacci sequence here, this is telling me that I have to go from this direction, right to left. I have to go from right to left. Because see the arrow? The arrow says go this way. So in reality, I got to go the other way. So I had to come through the female gate into the red lodge. So she, coming from here, backwards direction, the Ursa Minor, the two cubs, had to produce a major bear, the Sugar Bear, the red bear. When the two bald-head bears came out, who brought Suge into the red lodge over there in the blood camp? It was Suge Knight. So that's why you had your two bears with the two master Zodiac slaughters. Okay, so now we go down some more. Let's see if we can't find out what in the world. Now here's a better picture of the leg being cut off. You can see it better. See that butcher knife there? She got a sword there. She's serious about cutting his leg off. You see Obama right here, the jackal? Y'all see him? Now, I did a post about Obama on another one of my Facebook pages I hardly ever use called Sorrow Sapien. I'm going to show it to y'all. This Obama. Obama had to be president because he's the witness. You see, I'm hard on Obama for no reason because he's just a witness. He had to go inside and see what them devils was doing. See the jackal? That's Obama. Right? That's the Pegasus. That's the human on the horse. But that right now not important. What's important is this in the Vesica Pisces, opening up this red gate all the way up for seat number 13 to tell, Mama got to tell me who is sitting on her seat and who I got to move. Now look at this shape. Now this almost look like Italy. It damn near look like Italy. It don't got no heel. If it had a heel right here, it look just like Italy. Right? But it don't look like Italy right now. Now look. I'm going to show y'all again. Scorpio, Libra, between the Virgo, the Virgin, the young maiden. The young maiden is always represented by the lady who is the master, who holds her as her lion, her cat's paw. I came through this way, remember? That's Fibonacci sequence. Came from this way, through the mother gate. Now, I got to get in here. I got to get to Big Mama. Now, when you look her up, you find that Big Mama is the great mother, right? She is the great mother. This is the final seat right here. When whoever in her seat is the one that need their head chopped off to save all of the people on earth. Whoever's sitting in her seat, number 13, need their head chopped off to save all the people on earth. Now, she cutting the leg off the bull. Let's go see if we can find out where the head of the bull go. Now, look. This is another depiction of the Zodiac, right? But only this time, if you notice, it's running a little different. You see? You can see it up closer. See Hathor looking over. Leo. I came through the mother's gate. But who's there? You see? This is the Pope sitting on her seat. Where's she at? I don't even see her. She done disappeared. Let's go down and see if we can't find out what do this got to do with Pope, if anything. Now you see there we had the stellar alignments to the stars, and you know they was going over all of that. And they was going over what the earth looked like from outside models. Then we started getting into some really good stuff. And this is what I want y'all to see. Ursa Major. Now these is all of the signs that they was giving me. Bull, crowned deity, and Isis. You see what that say? Bull, crowned deity, and Isis. That's incongruent. A bull is a male cow. Isis is a female. Somebody's cross-dressing here. Somebody's dressed in drag. Somebody ain't right. How can you crown a bull as Isis? And what would make me think that this would be the Pope? Because he used papal bulls to give his orders. He used papal bulls to give his orders. It was a papal bull that crowned him as the closest living man to God. It was a papal bull that said in 1301 that said he was the sole owner of all of the souls on earth. That's her domain. But wait, look here. Now, the Ursa Major, look how close it is to this. Main theme reason for star map. It's telling you, why are we looking at the stars? We got to match the stars to what's going on the ground so we cannot be deceived. I'm showing you how to avoid being lied to. Now here we have the mother. You see her knife? Now she's chopping that motherfucker leg off. Now let's go on some more. Alright, this is the part that they call severing the leg. Severing the leg. Severs the leg of the bull with the cleaver. You see this? Plow, cleaver, Ursa Major. Plow, cleaver, Ursa Major. This is Shug. This is the big bear. This is the bull. And this is the leg. This is the Pleiades. No, this is the Pleiades. And this is the leg being severed here in the red. So this is how the red lodge tied me into the clues. I'm doing this one slow today because I want y'all to really know what I'm talking about. I'm showing y'all how to find out who the devil is and how to get rid of this evil shit on earth. We already know he the Pope. It's pretty much well established at this point. But look, what this say? Rome. All roads lead to Rome. Freemason, first degree, tracing board. Look, the checkerboard floor. Tell us we playing a galactic chess game. Right? Got the pillars. Look, see the triangle? Now remember, we talking Vesica Pisces. Because see, these two triangles are going to come back. These are going to have to be met by two more triangles facing the opposite direction somewhere before I get done. Right? So now, I'm going to scroll down some more. We got another picture of the shaft and pyramid. Stargate. Alright, now, planet Earth, my place of birth, born to be the sole controller of the universe. Oh, I got my Rakim kick right then. But look, alright, now, when we look at the situation, the pyramids is here. That's Italy. You can see Italy in the screen. That's Italy right there. The pyramids here, that's Italy right there. This is where the Orion stands. Italy right there. That means that the 7 sisters have to be European from position. That's talking about, look, Northern Star Shaft. We talking about celestial poles. We talking about the 7 sisters. We talking about the daughters of Isis, who is the mother of the North. She said her daughters was going to come with healing. Now here they come. So when you understand that the positioning of the stars match the positioning of the items on the ground in order for us to be able to not be deceived, then you'll know how to calculate this shit. This shit is not that hard. Trajectory. That's what this one is showing you. It's trajectory in ratio to the galactic center. All this got to be done by the time we get here. All this got to be done by the time we get to the galactic center. The galactic center takes us into the dimension 5. This don't be done by the end, which it'll be done by the night. But had it not been done by the time we got to the galactic center, it would have been total catastrophe. But that's why they saved me for last, because I'm the baddest motherfucker ever born. So, we're going to scroll down. We want to find out if they're going to tell us what this doggone leg of this bull mean. That's what I want to know. Now, here's another picture. Now they showing me on the gate. This is so y'all know I'm not bullshitting. This is me on the gate. I'm coming through the gate. This is Mama. This is the great mother right here. This is seat number 13. And there go that leg. There go that leg. Now, from this, I have to find out, what does this mean? It got to mean something. Now, look. In the Birdman. Now, remember I told y'all that I had to give y'all something that tied back to the eagle. You see the Birdman? You see the sun and the earth, right? Then you see the Scorpio stellar constellation. But what the hell is this Birdman doing? See, this is coming from the Stella in Göbekli Tepe. That's what they're showing you. But this is what they're describing right here. Now, they describing the same leg, right, over here, the same leg as an emu bird. And to them, it looked like an emu bird. So they describe it as the emu bird. Now, look, I told y'all I had to have it tied back. Look, the bird, the eagle, bird of prey, is attacking the emu. The emu is the imposter bird because it don't got no wings. It don't got no wings. It can't fly. It's an imposter bird. It's a fake bird. But the bird of prey recognizes it because he can fly. Right? So now this is getting back to your patriotism. Your American patriot. See, this one right here, you know, this Birdman, this tie you back to New Orleans, to Cash Money Records. The Birdman do. Cash, because I got to show y'all the music industry got to have a balance in this shit. Now, Orion over here. See? So now the bird must be represented by the 7 sisters. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is the Pleiades. So this is telling them, in this case, the emu bird is hunting the man, but this girl got his back behind his back. He don't even know that the girl behind the emu back. His girl got his back. He ain't even looking. He trying to kill the emu. She coming. Now, remember, Scorpio protects the woman. He gonna get that motherfucker. But that's a whole nother scenario. Let's keep going. We need to find out what this symbol is. If they tell us. And it don't look like they tell us, do it. Gotta be in here.
Yeah. I know it's in here somewhere because I seen it earlier. Oh, here it is. I was already there. All right, now remember, 7 sisters, right? Now this is the man, the number 6, and became the number 7. This is the 7. That meaning that he done united with the divine feminine. They a team now. 7 sisters of the Pleiades. Now watch this. What is this? What is this? 3 city-states, 7 hills, right? You got to match the ground. 7 hills, right? Vatican. What is the Vatican? Vatican is the leg of the bull. Look. Leg of the bull. Leg of the bull. As above, so below. Now watch what this do. Look. Now I told you I had to have 2 of them pointing in the opposite direction. Oh no, this is this direction. This is telling me, pointing down, that this was coming from the mother line. This is coming from the mother line. Now, when I go back in my other phone to show y'all, go a little deeper than we going. Y'all just got to bear with me for a minute because I got to show y'all that. Okay, now, those 2 upside down triangles right there. See this triangle right here? All right, it's facing down. That's the mother line. That represents the vagina in the front, the mother line, right? Now, when you put the mother line and the father line together, now watch what happens. Let's see this right here. Watch what happens. Look right here. Tree of knowledge, tree of life. This is your crucifixion, right? Your son of man being me, the 7, right? Remember the 7 in the middle? The circle 7 in the middle? The 7 being crucified at the tree, trying to rescue mama. Now look. 4, 6, 8, 9. Now look. Sorrow and suffering, that's what the man got to go through. And idea, realization, joy and triumph, right? All of those things is part of the process. All those things part of the process. Now look, this is your Vesica Pisces. Once both of them has made it into the Queen's chamber together. Both of them made it all the way up there together. Now, both of them is raised and passed to the highest point. You can't raise them no higher than that. Right? Let's see. Okay. So now, what's next? The Vesica Pisces, again, that represents the diamond. I showed y'all how it tied me to Suge Knight, Puffy Combs, being left-hand path, being bad boys moving silence. Bad boy moving silence is a reference to the Central Intelligence Agency. Right? The Central Intelligence Agency. Now, I've been up studying all day. I'm a little exhausted right now. I'm going to review this video because I need to know what material, because all of it not here. The rest of it going to have to be presented in the morning because I have my materials backwards. So I had to reorganize to show y'all the rest of the Vesica Pisces. Because I got to show y'all how the Vesica Pisces, right, form the 2 triangles. The 2 triangles form the diamond. The diamond represents the diamondback rattlesnake. I want y'all to see it, right? The diamondback rattlesnake on the picture I showed y'all earlier with the, oh, I didn't even say the page. Oh, that was in here. In the picture I showed y'all earlier, I'm going to go to this picture. All right, so in the same way I started, right here, I had to finish here. Alpha and Omega, as it was in the beginning, so did it had to be in the end. It had to be plain enough for a baby to understand it. So I went through the line of the woman through the lion, the woman through the bull, which was the calf, which was Hathor. This was Bast, which was the Black Panther, and this was the bikers, which was your American Eagle, and then you had your Patriots, was represented by the Diamondback Rattlesnake. Now check this out. Y'all won't think I'm making it up. See how the white one pointing up, the black one pointing down. Look. The 13th seat of Ta'ert at the crown. Opening the third eye, opening the crown chakra. Same thing on this side. See? Old man winter. Out the blue lodge. See this? Blue. He came out the blue lodge. He raised himself through the red lodge. Because you can't raise yourself from the blue lodge through the red lodge and get to her if you ain't a bad motherfucker. Because Mother Isis said that look, only one motherfucker bad enough to do that. The man couldn't make one on his own, so she had to do it by herself. I, Isis, am all that has been, that is or shall be. No mortal man has ever unveiled me until today. Until today. Because the fruit which I have brought forth is the sun. That is me. This day I become Ra'atin, the known God. We move out of the era of the unknown into the era of the known. This shit ain't no secret no more. Bring me my shit to the house. Bring me my shit to the house. Look, this even show you. This is the blue lodge. This is the red lodge. But even the mother had to stand over the blue lodge. See that? Upside down triangle, that's the woman. Upside down triangle, that's the woman. Can't escape this shit. The Vatican. It's the leg of the papal bull. So the same way that the Masons told me who he was, the shrine told me who he was, and now the Queen of Heaven and Earth said, yeah, it's the motherfucker that sit here. Look, on 7 hills. Didn't I tell you that's on the ground got to match what's in the sky? 7 hills, 7 stars. 7 hills, 7 stars. Look, this is the mother line. As above, so below. She telling you, look at that motherfucker down there. Shine your light on that motherfucker, let it be known. All motherfucking roads lead to Rome. Now, let me expose to y'all, these are patriarchal symbols. These 3. It's called an obelisk. This is a giant dick. 3 of them. Because of the patriarchal takeover of the system. This is a giant penis. A phallus symbol. It's sitting on the America, DC, military. Right? Vatican, Rome, religious. Right? The crown, London. Right? It's only 3 city-states. London. Finance. So, when I first started, I had to identify the mark of the beast. Not the beast, but the mark of the beast, which was the dollar. Because you can't buy or sell without the dollar. Right?